Hey guys, what's up? Ian here from Mid-America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Quick update video for myself here on the channel. So my last video I put up, I was talking about some goals that I had for myself, the channel, my workshop, and that kind of stuff. And those goals are being met every single day, it seems like. Although some of them will be longer term, the shorter term goals are actually working pretty well. One of those goals was becoming a better myself. I'm going to better myself by making some changes in my day-to-day life, and that will start with how I treat myself and dieting. Now, over the last probably 2 years, I have put myself up another 40 pounds as to where I was about 2 to 2.5 years ago, and I was feeling it everywhere. I tell you, my clothes were tight. I was having to buy bigger clothes, which I had already bought a size larger than I always wear anyways because I carry. And so like this shirt right here is an extra large. It was large when I got it, but when I started gaining weight and it started getting a little bit tighter in the weirder areas, I was kind of like, this is not me. And so I have made a little bit of changing, and one of my goals was to get to the gym more often, and to be truthful, I have not made it to the gym as much as I wanted to when I set those goals in that last video. I have been working so much more than I had planned on, which is fine because now I have some extra cash flow to do some things that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to do. But my wife and I both set out at the beginning of the year to change our diets, and that was like the forefront to making ourselves healthier, and we have not necessarily 100% successfully done it, but we are headed more towards being along the lines of a keto diet. I haven't tested myself for being in 100% ketosis, but I do feel it when I don't eat my normal diet. Like this afternoon, we actually had some friends and family come in, and so we went out to a restaurant where it was very slim pickings for the foods that we were going to be allotting ourselves to eat. Grilled chicken and meats and stuff in high fat, not carby. And they had actually got some appetizers. And fried pickles is a weakness, man. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy eating. So I could have said no, don't do it, but I just had a couple of them. I mean, they're little bitty slivers of pickle that are fried. And within 15 minutes, I tell you that hit my stomach, and I did not feel good at all. It's been one of those things where I am eating fresh cooked food every day, eggs, bacon, part of the keto diet, chicken, all kinds of the good stuff, low carb, high fat foods. And as soon as I put something that was carby and out of my normal diet back into my diet, man, I tell you what, the last 3 hours of the day were just bad. Now I'm feeling okay. It's out of my system, I feel like, but I don't want to throw myself back into that other realm of, taking and craving those bad foods. I really have had no cravings for any of the bad stuff out there, so it's kind of nice. Now I have been actually working much more than I normally would have prior to making those goals, so my time to go to the gym is minimally limited. My gym is open 24 hours a day. I could go to the gym and quit making excuses, but now I normally work 3 12-hour shifts in a row, and then I have some time off. But my work situation right now, we had some individuals leave our positions, and which opened up time for me to get some more hours in my job. And my job is one that some people will never see, some people will never have a minute to look at and do, which I can't necessarily say what I do on here. It's fine, but it's something that where I sit 50% of my job, and the other 50% is standing or up, walking around. And so that 50% of the time where I'm sitting and doing my job, it's very easy to sit down and start snacking on foods. If other people bring in foods, and they're delicious foods, it's very hard and very tempting to go and eat that stuff. And I find with the diet change, I have no temptations to go ahead and eat that food. It's gonna have to be my choice to do it. Not just the back of my head saying you're gonna eat that food. I gotta physically say, do not pick up that food and do not eat it, which I'm telling you has made a big difference. So move on to that. Well, kind of move on to that. Working extra hours to give me extra money so I can do things for you guys here on the channel. And so one of the things I started doing was looking at new equipment, and not that it really makes a big difference to you because you see what I see, whatever, on my camera. Right now I'm using my iPhone 7, which is now a couple of years outdated, but it still works. I did go ahead and pick up a new GoPro. It's a GoPro White, so it doesn't do everything, or GoPro Hero 7 White, and so it doesn't do all the fancy things that the black does. But it, to me, is, obviously it's the newest equipment that I could find that was within a reasonable, realm of my budget. And so I got that, and a fancy new Manfrotto tripod. I can do some blogging if I want to, but I really wanted this for family time and that kind of stuff. Basically, I use my phone for vlogging and taking pictures of my family, but I wanted something that was going to be more rugged, and I can, take this with me on a walk with my kid, drop it, not to worry about it, and that kind of stuff. Which is another thing that I wanted to make sure I got changed, was a better me and new equipment, so I could play with my kid and I could, make memories with him and, put it down on video and put it on in picture form. I grew up and I had pictures when I was, under 8 years old, but my mom passed away when I was very young. So, my dad had to, raise us, and, technology like cell phones and stuff weren't around back then. And so there's a lot of moments that were missed by that. And I don't necessarily want that for my kid. And I know we're in this technology age where everybody's got a phone in their face, which I don't want that either. But I figured that if my kid had some photographic memories, actual physical evidence of something happening, we could hold them with, responsible for things. Because when I was young, I was dumb and I did some stupid things, and I'm glad Facebook wasn't around. I'm glad YouTube wasn't around, Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. So let's go on to the other thing here. So the next thing is the shop itself. One of my goals was to make sure that when I'm doing a project, I start it and I finish it before I start another project and move on to another project. One of the things is that, it used to be that I would start a project and be very time sensitive, or time intensive, I guess you could say. And I had another project that I would want to start, and then I would start it, and then it would just be one thing into the next, and then at one point I literally had 4 projects in here, almost stacked up on each other. And I just decided at the beginning of this year I went ahead and wanted to get them out of here, so I did. That was my next thing, just move them out, get them done, get them in here, into the house, out to the people who want to have their projects to them. And that way I can kind of get a rhythm going. For right now, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects minimal that I need to get started and done in here. Some of those I will be showing you guys some series. Actually, you know what? Pretty much all of those I can make a quick video series on, and hopefully you guys will come back and watch those videos. It'll be pretty much woodworking, shop related type things, and stuff that I'm excited for. I'm extremely excited for, and I hope you guys will eventually be excited for those too. But anyways, what are my other goals and plans and stuff? I'm working a couple extra days, every week. It seems like, well, it sounds like it's bad. I am planning vacations for myself, some time off. This time that I'm working extra, it was unforeseen, but it is well taken. I am well appreciative of the extra time I am allowed to take working at my job, and my employer takes pretty good care of us, and so being able to pick up extra hours and stuff and get paid well for it is kind of appreciative, So that's about all I've got for this video. I apologize for nothing crazy, but oh, by the way, talking about my diet, I am currently down almost 10 pounds from 30 days ago, and I can tell you for sure that I have not been to the gym within 30 days. Pretty much because I worked 5 days a week, but when you work 12-hour shifts that roll over into, actually it's more than 12-hour shifts. I work 13, 14-hour shifts, go home, sleep, do it again. There really isn't much time to go to the gym. So down 10 pounds. If I keep this up, just dieting will kind of help my lifestyle change a little bit, and hopefully people start taking me more serious. Doubt it. But anyways, that's all I got. So keep coming, carry on, guys. Stay safe. See you later.